Good evening, everybody. I am just going through a couple of things before we get underway, but we will have our jackpot slabs ready to go. Mr. Khalid Khan couldn't be a better man to be in the house early doors, mate, because what we can do is we can have a look at the Josh Jung baseball stuff that you was interested in, mate. If you would like, I can grab a few bits and yeah, see what we got. I'm pretty sure there was some nice patches of him and a few bits and bobs. So let me grab a few baseball bits, mate, and see if we can find some Josh Jung bits. Let's see what we got in here, mate. I'm pretty sure there was some nice bits of him hidden away in here. Jamie's in the house. How are you, mate? I'm sure he wasn't. Was he slabbed? I don't think he was slabbed up though. That's the Wade Boggs. That is a Josh Jung right there, which is a really nice day one from Panini 3 and 2. So get it out of that horrible slab sleeve. That was because at the time I didn't have any thicker slab sleeves available, but I do now, so I can make that look a lot better. So there we go, mate. There we go. Looks a lot better now. So nice auto slab, 1 of 6. So add £60 on the front of that, mate. But as you know, because we're here, Mr. Elton John at Glastonbury. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's too hot, mate, and it's difficult. But if you want this one, mate, I could probably do that for 25. Had it up for 60. You can have it for 25. Barely even covers the cost of the grading, mate. But happy to do that for 25 if that's something that you're interested in. First one. I can, rather than just flicking through looking for the Josh Jung bits, if other people are interested in some baseball bits, do let me know because I'll actually show them up on the screen. We've got a lot of Wander Franco stuff. So nice. Topps Chrome rookie. Add it to the stack. We could do that for you, mate. Some Mookie Betts with a nice big bat patch. Cody Bellinger bits. We got there David Ross. Do like the, like I say, because it's unlicensed, you get really nice and get really nice cards from Flawless for not very much at all. It's the best way to buy into a bit of Flawless in the hobby. Like double patch there, numbered to 15 from Flawless, which is really nice. And the value of that is going to be hardly anything at all. What's everyone looking for this evening? Give me a shout on some bits that people are looking for, and I will dig some bits out, and we'll do some freebies. We'll do some dice rolls. We'll do all sorts. All right, here's a nice proper slab sleeve for it. Very, very quiet in here tonight, everyone. Are you all just too hot, or what's the score? What does everyone think of the new Chrome UEFA Club, whatever they call it now? Basically, the European Tops Chrome. Some really nice big potential hits, but I've kind of lived and learnt a little bit from last year. Last year I went quite heavy on Tops Chrome, really sort of invested heavily early on, went for a lot of the Man City spots because I thought they were cheap with the checklist that they had. Yeah, it did, mate. It did. And it had things like obviously the Haaland auto in it, and then it turns out that there was barely I didn't see hardly any of them. So they sort of yeah, I think it will be higher again, but I just think they're naughty with the checklists. They put these amazing cards in there to make it look like there's huge potential of these massive hits, and there's just none of them in the set. I remember I was chasing the Eric Cantona auto. I think I saw one, and I watched so many videos. I was constantly watching on eBay, literally had alerts on eBay. Would any of them come up? Never saw them. I literally saw one of the Cantona autos, and that was it. So they're just stick things in the checklist, hide one card in there, and, and then everyone thinks, oh, that's great. I'll chase that. So they've got obviously this year the double autos and the triple autos. I think the triple autos are only numbered to maximum 10, so there's not going to be loads of them there. But even then, I just think it's a little bit cheeky, really, and all done for a bit of smoke and mirrors to get people to think certain spots and certain teams have much better chances of better hits than what there actually are. So, yeah, I'm going to sit and watch and see what actually is coming out of the product. And to be fair, it's not just Topps Chrome that did that. I did it with yeah, I did see that, mate. I did see that, which is crazy as well. Um, the Prism. So I bought into the first couple of 10 cases. James will tell you this. Um, but Jamie will yeah, well he watched them with me, but we bought into because there was the Carlos Tevez and Mascherano opportunity to hit in Prism for West Ham. I bought into the first 10 cases, £350 a spot each, thinking I've got to have a chance of hitting one. Not seen any of them. Again, none on eBay, not seen the cards anywhere, never seen the cards come out of any packs. There's one that's just popped up on eBay to to 15, I think it is, the Tevez and Mascherano, and I think it's going for 3 grand. I think. So that shows you just how much they're not popping up in the breaks. So do they even exist? I just don't know. And yeah, we got from those two first 10 cases, not 10 boxes, 10 cases, or were they 5 cases? I might be overdoing it there. There might have been 5 cases. But one West Ham auto from two 5 case breaks. So all those boxes, all those hobby boxes, and only one West Ham Tony Cottee auto out of it. It's just crazy. So I'm definitely gonna um, just have a watch again this time and have a look and see what's going on before I start buying spots because it was ridiculous. Evening, Mr. Mercenary. How are you, mate? Not even put in the packs job. Yeah, that mate, that's what it's like. They weren't around. And like I say, one's just hit it. And then look, it's a Tevez and Mascherano. They're trying to price it to the value of well, you're talking like a Haaland rookie price, 3 grand. Like it's just ridiculous money, ridiculous. Um, Casey, mate, I've got a draw here. I've got a few reds, I've got a few mojos, I've got a few. I hit a cut. I think 1 to 10 a corner, no 2 to 10 a Cornet and an Antonio. Um, Out of what? How many hobby boxes would it have been? Something like 120 hobby boxes, and I got one West Ham auto, two to tens, which was Antonio and Cornet, and that was about it. A few reds, a few purples. It was so poor. Whether or not I just bought into boxes where they'd been distributed with a low amount of West Ham stuff in there, I don't know. But all of the sort of breaks that I was watching, West Ham was really difficult. He's trying to get the Wembanyama. I love that, mate. Love that. I think they're one. What did you pay for them, Smithy? I think they're 199 at the moment, dollars on Leighton. Was tempted to have a crack. What would they have been when they first come out? I guess half of that. What did you pay for them? Sort of like 170 odd quid I can get them for from Leighton at the moment. Does that sound in the realms of what is the resale value over here, or is that good or bad? Yeah, very good, Mr. Mercenary. Thank you. 140. So yeah, so it's not really worth. That's why I sort of held off and didn't jump in. So not too much value there. They'll come back down again. Always does. Seen someone open a few cases and still none of him. Yeah, see that's the thing. It's a big chase for. I know he's a big card and silly money at the moment, but I'm not convinced I want to go and put big money towards it. What do you chase him, or do you go and buy Topps Museum? Um, Sorry, not Topps Museum, Museum Collection Panini um, for $600 and have a chance of a Haaland rookie. I don't know. I think I would be more tempted to go the Haaland route than I would a kind of unknown, unproven guy who, you know, anything could happen, could go and roll his ankle in the first whatever and see you later. So yeah, not too sure. Right, what does everyone want to see tonight? Anyone looking for anything? Anyone want me to dig out any players, teams, types of cards, sports, whatever it may be? Yeah, that's it. Absolutely, mate. Huge pressure. Never good when a youngster has that sort of that sort of status on his head early on. Everyone watching him, all eyes on him, expectations. I mean, just look at the past couple of the years in the NBA. Look at LaMelo Ball, what's happened to him and where his cards are now. Scotty Barnes. I remember selling a Scotty Barnes choice auto for something like for the 3 times ago at the London Card Show, sold a Scotty Barnes choice auto for about probably $700. And then someone come up to me at the last London Card Show and said, "Oh, you know that Scotty Barnes I bought off you? I think they're going for about $150 now." So it's crazy what can happen. Um, at least Haaland's got that little bit. Well, not little bit. He's definitely proven himself to be, one of the best at the moment, and he's already got Champions League titles under his belt and everything else. So I know he didn't set the world alight in the Champions League, but obviously teams are very much focusing on him and trying to sort of mark him out the game, but that allows other players to come into the game a little bit. So he's still doing a job, isn't he? So bought a few blasters as well, but yeah, wasn't expecting it to be his card is extending the base set. So yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Happy to do some giveaways. Happy to do some dice rolls. Obviously, we're going to do the sort of if anyone hits a 12, they take down the slab that's on the stand. So we've got the Phil Foden rated rookie press proof silver slab up there at the moment. So if anyone is interested in something and let me know some players, some teams. We'll have a look what we've got. We'll do some giveaways, and yeah, we'll do some dice rolls. And if anyone hits the number 12, then 2 6s, then you take down whatever slab is on the stand at that particular time. So come on, everyone, fire away at me. Give me some things to dig out. Mr. Murray Pugh, is there any NFL you're looking at the moment, mate? Should we have a look at some NFL bits and bobs? I think the Mercenary boys might like this one. I've got a couple of Danjumas out of my last delivery. I know you like the old foreign players. So we've got the Danjuma Zebra, that is to 25, 23 of 25. And I've also got the Artistic Impressions. Yeah, the Carvalhos, mate, are just the standard Carvalhos, the space Carvalho autos. I know I've got a couple of them. Don't know if I got any parallels of him, to be honest. I know I didn't on the auto side of things. Don't know if I got any of the standard cards of him. Let me have a quick look. I think that one. Let's see what here. No, he's in that he's in one of the holographic cards, isn't he? Not in that one. Yeah, I've got no low numbered stuff of him, mate. I know I haven't got any of that. But there's the two base autos I've got of him. What sort of football were you looking for, Jamie, mate? Let me know. Already slabbed up or raw, and I can dig a few bits out. I think I had a Carvalho submission. Yeah, it's not low numbered, unfortunately. I've got just the rated rookie to 349. Big old number on that one. Definitely nothing low there, but it was nice slabbed up, and it's still a rated rookie. But West Ham and Madrid. The West Ham bits, like I said, wasn't that exciting, mate, if I'm totally honest. It was rather annoying. Really didn't hit much at all. But let me dig a few bits out. Yeah, mate. I mean, we can do anything. So here was the West Ham haul from the 2-5 cases, and there's nothing really, anything crazy. There's that Michael Antonio, which is numbered 10 of 10. Instant impact. Got some mojos. These are to 15, an Areola and a Suchek. And blues, Kera, Skamaka. That one's a blue Mojo, Suchek. Reds, Mojo, Kera, Lanzini, another Lanzini. Pinks, Wichita 199. Reds. And that's about it. That was the what was it? Ended up being the £700 haul of West Ham cards. Really not any value there whatsoever. I do have hidden away in the personal box a few West Ham bits, which are a lot more interesting. And maybe I would let some of them go. All right, let's see if we can excite Jane in any way. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Those. All right. So we have Pink Paqueta. We've got the first claim of the evening, the Pink Paqueta. Right, so there is a Jeff Hurst Choice Circles, not numbered, but Jeff Hurst Choice Circles. We've got Tony Cotty Blue Shimmer. Just think the Blue Shimmer just looks really nice on the back of the West Ham kit, not numbered. Jeff Hurst Disco. Tony Cotty Gold Disco to 10, 4 of 10. Yeah, Whittam was definitely after one. I did ask him which one, and I wasn't sure which one he come up with. The main man. Everyone was Mubama. This kid was the governor for the under 18s last season. My pick, and I picked him early. Watched one of the early games of the season, and he just stood out for me as the main player. Just a brilliant goal scorer from midfield. Could see a pass and pick a pass. He was can defend. Just absolutely had it all in the midfield. So started to pick his cards up. Unfortunately, they're only leaf, so that was all you could find for him at the moment. But 9 of 15 for that one. Another George Urphy, this time 1 of 8. I hope so, mate. I think he is the next gem. I think he's the one who's been overlooked. I think people have sort of looked at Mubama and a couple of the other players, but this is the one that really stands out for me. Just an absolute fantastic footballer. Reads the game like Declan Rice used to read the game. Knows how to cut the lanes. Reads the game so well. Breaks up play, and then when he does break up play, well, can the kid pick a pass? Took my boy to the final at the Emirates, and we had a blinding day, and just loved to watch him. Just an absolute pleasure. And then I also picked up a 1 of 1 George Urphy as well, but this time he's in his England kit, snakeskin prismatic snake leaf 1 of 1. It's that pre-production proof slab that they do, which I don't know. Do I like it? Don't know, but was just picking up everything that I could find of his at the time after that final. So yeah, they're the ones. So I'm happy to let any bits go if Whittam wants them, or if anybody else is interested for roughly what I paid for them. I'm not too attached to them at this time, but we'll have a look at the Pink Paqueta quickly for you, mate. 'cause there's nobody better. What do you think of the sold my car chaps? Are you fans or are you do you think it's a bit cringy? Top man, mate. Appreciate that. Just got a few more in the drawer. Just seeing what else I've got in here. Paqueta seems to be the man. Awful song. Deserves better for how good he is. So this was the other sort of non-numbered stuff that sort of came out of those cases as well. Got a few mojos, but they're all Jared Bowen, Jared Bowen, Jared Bowen, Jared Bowen, Jared Bowen, Jared Bowen. So a few Jared Bowen mojos. But yeah, Paqueta seemed to be another one who was missing a little bit. I'm not a fan of that song at all. No, it's one of them ones that you know the kids love it. My son absolutely finds it hilarious and will go along singing it. But when you see grown men jumping around to it, it does make you wonder a little bit. I found a prism of him. Yeah, that's it. So two pinks and one prism. You can have those, mate. I will stick those in your shipping tomorrow. And we'll also give you a dice roll to take down the Foden. We don't copy those silly Scouse songs, mate. Right, so that's sorted. Right, let's do. No, 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 no. They're yours, mate. They're yours. You boys bought tickets to the fan park. You are more than welcome to a couple of prism cards. Right, two sixes, and you will take down the Phil Foden. I'll re-roll that. We need to at least be able to see it. Unfortunately, 4 and a 2, my man. That someone will take down the Phil Foden. Should they roll a double six this evening? All right, what else we got down here? Come on, everyone, throw something else at me. I need to get rid of some of this stuff out of the. Let's have a look at the schematics for you, mate. Need to get some of this stuff out of the office. It's all been tidied. We've got loads of storage now. It's looking so much better, but I need to get rid of a few bits and pieces just to create a bit of space for the more serious stuff and the next Leighton delivery. Cheap basketball. We'll do some cheap basketball. I've actually got a nice basketball card sitting here, mate. So I will show you that one in a second. And I have got Leicester for you, mate. I have got Leicester. Saeed Ben Rama. He's our Italian hero. Only cost us 30 mil. He comes from Sassuolo. How are you, mate? Aaron's in the house. Right, so we've got Skamaka, green and yellow, purple mojo, first edition, blue, and pink. So nice little Skamaka haul. You can have those, mate. Havertz in Germany gear. This was for T Dread. They're yours, mate. I'll pop those aside for you. Let's do you a dice roll. See if you can take down the Foden. Let me just straighten everything up. United or Palace? Palace, I've got loads of. Plenty of Palace. Not too sure about United. But we shall have a look. There we go. A bit more room. 2 6s to take the Foden down. A 1 and a 3. No such luck, my man. No such luck. But the Skamakas will be on their way to you tomorrow. Make sure you DM me my address, everyone who gets some stuff this evening. Havertz in Germany gear, and before that was the Leicester. So the Leicester, I know I've got that slab that I showed last time. That Castagna, I'm guessing he don't play for you anymore, mate. But you're welcome to that cheaply if it's of interest. That was the Castagna 8 of 10 slab. You can have that if that is of interest. Basketball. Let's dig out some basketball. Ah, Will wants to join the wheel. We're just kind of rolling with it at the moment, mate. We haven't needed any wheels because we've just been giving some stuff away. So, found that earlier down the back of the drawers, which was rather interesting. Aidan, how are you, mate? Very nice to see you again. That is a Josh Christopher rookie from Crown Royale. Don't know anything about him, to be honest, but that's one base basketball card. What else have we got? Basketball, basketball, basketball. Still got the Luca slab, which I had up for 45. But if you wanted that for 20, I could do the Luca for 20. Oh. Basketball, basketball, basketball. The Luca is numbered to 99. 99, the Luca. We've got a Jeremiah Robinson Earl rookie auto for the Thunder. Jaden McDaniels mosaic. That is numbered 19 of 20. 19 of 20 on that. Yes, we've just done some West Ham, mate, but you can definitely jump in on some more West Ham. Couple of different Jalen Suggs rookies. A little Bogdan Bogdanovic There's a X-Fractor, a Prism, and a green Optic. Theo Maladon, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Pay, and Pukasevsky. We've got. I don't think I've got nothing major Curry. I might have the odd parallel here and there. There's a Tyrese Maxey rookie. There is a Jamal Murray /99 from Immaculate, which would be dirt cheap. There's another Josh Christopher fast break autograph rookie card. Jabari Smith Jr. Rock the Rim rookie card. Another Jabari Smith Jr. silver. Jabari Smith Jr. Let's have a look for you, mate. A couple of Giddies, Joshua Primo, Chris Durarte, Bones Highland. Where is the Jamal Murray, mate? We'll do this one nice and cheap for you. Jamal Murray, Immaculate /99. So there's one there, slightly different. Is that a different year? Yeah, that's the year after. I don't imagine it would be too different, to be honest. I can do for you, sir, £4, but we can do a dice roll. 1 to 6, you got to pay £4. Anything above 6, a 7 to 12, then you'd get it for free. And also, if you hit the double 6, then you also take down the Phil Foden as well. So he's going to take it. Let's see what we can roll. 6 and a 3 is a 9 for you, sir. So you take that down as another freebie this evening. But just missed out on the Phil Foden, unfortunately. Right, let's have a look. See if there's any final basketball we can go through. There's not much else there, to be honest. This Jeff Green, no idea who he is, /99, if that's of interest to anyone. I've got a JJ Reddick /25. Got a little Mark Williams rookie bundle, if Mark Williams is of interest to anyone. This is a really random card, which I imagine used to have value and doesn't have much value at all anymore. So we can do something fun with that one. So we've got this. I imagine at some point this card was fairly desirable. The James Wiseman Rookies Level 2 from Court Kings, and I imagine it doesn't really have much value at all anymore. But if anyone is interested in it and wants to sit on it and see if he somehow makes a miracle turnaround in his career, he's still a good future. Just seeing if there are any others about, just to see what had happened to it. Yeah, so the last one sold for $8.50. So I imagine once upon a time that would have been a lot more valuable than that. But there you go. Um, can do a similar thing for somebody if you're interested in it. Roll higher than 6 and you will take it for free. Otherwise, £4. And if you get the double 6, you can also take down the Phil Foden as well. Casey's going for it again. Can he make it 2 from 2? 4 and 4. You take him down, mate. Nice one there. I shall add him to your Jamal Murray. There you go, mate. This was an interesting one. You will all have to educate me on this, though, because I have no idea about this guy. But I've had this for ages. I took it in on a trade, a Clay Thompson shimmer, numbered to 25. Had 70 quid on it. Don't know if that's even anywhere near the ballpark of what I should be looking for it. Whether he's still a player, whether he's not a player, don't know anything about him at all. But seems like a nice card. Okay, so there's a little bit of love for him out there. Better than Curry. Oh, it's fighting talk now. Had a terrible injury, but still great. See, this is the worry, isn't it? It's the injuries that do you. You just think you get a nice card. Like I've gone for Mathurin at the moment, so I'll show you my personal um, little pickups that I picked up recently in the basketball world. I grabbed this, which I loved the Monopoly set, just because I thought it was a bit different. I know it gets a bit of a hard time from certain people, but it's just one of them things that has a little bit of different interest to it. But I just loved the gold, and I know this was one of the sort of not as short prints. I think it's numbered to 500, which it is, but just with his sort of yellowy, goldy jersey with the gold background with the shimmer sort of pattern into it. I just thought it had eye appeal and it was just a really nice card. So I had to pick that up because yeah, I just really liked it, to be honest. But no, I was really impressed with him last year and was the one that sort of stood out for me. And everyone was sort of going down the Paolo Banquero route, and I was more interested in this guy really. So um, he weren't quite as spiked in terms of value as Paolo was. So I thought I would, yeah, jump in and pick him up. Although I did pick up a Paolo Silva as well because just why not? So I picked up the Paolo Silva, which may grade that up. We'll see. Definitely, I'm going to grade the Mafia in because it's just really well centered and looking super clean. So that's a nice one. Here's another really random one. These because I go into the sort of multi-box breaks with Leighton, which go like through the years. So this is a 2016, 2017 select of Harrison Barnes. So again, absolutely no idea who he is or if he's any good. Um, but yeah, just a random one that I hit in a Leighton break, and they just sort of go into the box and never see the light of day ever again. So, but it's nice when you get some sort of older stuff that's a little bit rarer and not seen as often. And it's obviously nice and packed fresh because they open the boxes. So, um, oh mate, really? I mean, I've got bundles and bundles and bundles of the Monopoly stuff because I think I opened about, I don't know, 12 blasters in one sitting with somebody. Um, so yeah, let me know who it is you're after, mate, because I've definitely got loads and loads and loads of it. So, I mean, this was just a handful that I just grabbed, but I've got bundles, mate, bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles. I've got a couple of other monopolies, the Mathurin and the Banquero. I'm not really looking to give up, but let me just see what other players I had from that set, and they might be of interest to you. I don't know who they are, but I've got some other parallels somewhere. Here's a couple. Oh well, we do know this guy, James Harden, um, 76ers on the Aaron. The other night on Leighton, I hit Cowboys in a break. I've got loads of Cowboys coming. Haven't got much Cowboy at the minute, but I know I've got bundles coming when the next Leighton delivery arrives. I'm going to push them to try and do it before the end of the month. It only takes 2 days to arrive when they send it. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long and it will be here. But the Harden's there, and also a Bradley Bill on the orange for the Wizards, which is to 124. What was she looking for? Denver or Bucks? Not in that handful, there wasn't. But I will go through what I've got for you, mate, because I know I've got so much. Here's another handful. Grizzlies, Magic, Thunder, just about everything other than the ones that you've asked me for so far, mate. Put it all in one of my boxes. So I'll have to dig my boxes out, and any that I've got for you, I'll send them over. Do message me and remind me though, because you know what I'm like. I will forget. Get busy tomorrow because I'll have a busy week ahead, and I shall forget. The next Leighton delivery is going to be a huge one because it's just before the London Card Show. So I always go a little bit heavier than I normally do. So I've got plenty of stock to take to the London Card Show with me. I was tempted to enter this tonight. Look how risky this looks, though, for the NFL boys. It doesn't look good value at all, if I'm honest. But I'm still half tempted. If there's still spots, there might not be spots because it was quite an exciting one. There is still spots, so let me pop this up on the screen. I might be able to share that. I can. There we go. So tempted to join this, but obviously the value per spot is the cost per spot is extremely high. But this is where them sort of random older basketball cards tend to come from breaks like this. So that's obviously the headline. A box of 2017 Prism Hobby that has Mahomes rookies in it. 2020 National Treasures Hobby. 2022 Honors. 2022 Select. What's let it down is these ones down here. I know there's 2021 Obsidian, but the American market doesn't really like Obsidian. Contenders 2020 Obsidian, okay, yeah, quite interesting. 2021 Mosaic, Mosaic Choice, okay, but there's just not enough value down here to make it worth this. But I've had it in my basket, and I was tempted. I have to say, I have been tempted. Not sure what else they've got tonight. Bit of baseball. He starts off with baseball, moves into basketball. Had a look at this, was quite interesting. But again, for the value, the fact there's only going to be how many cards in impeccable? I suppose it was cases. I didn't see it was cases. The way they got the picture there, it looked like it was just one box of first off the line and one box of normal hobby. But it was actually 3-box cases. So if I'd have seen that, I might have been a little bit more interested. Plus, it's the tiered random team, so you get one of the better teams, and then you get a sort of lesser value team. But that might have been something that I got involved in. This one was an interesting one. I had this basket as well. 2022 Honors, Immaculate, first off the line, Obsidian Hobby, and Prism. But I'm just not that taken back by the 22 sort of class, really. It's just, yeah, I'm just not that. I just don't know how much long-term value there'll be. I don't know what the football boys think, but it's I'm tending to steer towards things that have got 2020 and 2021 in it rather than 2022 for obvious reasons. But what is getting really interesting, and I'm going to grab quite a few teams in this, is and it's, I don't know what day it starts on, but we do have the UEFA Club Competitions Chrome, $79.99 per random team. So I was taking 3 teams in each. Thought that was quite a decent amount to try and hit one of the better teams. So had a look at the checklist. Looks all right. The dual autos are interesting. How many of them there'll be, who knows? Yeah, not sure. Right, any more, everyone, or shall we call it a night there and then go again because next week things are going to be a bit cooler and everyone might feel a little bit more comfortable. Um, we can pop everyone onto a wheel for the Phil Foden, and then yeah, if no one's interested in anything else, then we can West Ham, cool, mate, cool. Sorry. So what I had was stuff. It ain't great viewing, mate, to be honest, on the West Ham front. Um, even though there was £700 worth of investment into this stuff, I've got a few reds that are numbered to 149, Rice and Kera. Pinks numbered to 199, Kera, Areola, Antonio, Bowen. Got some Mojos, Kera, Lanzini. Blues, Kera, Suchek, Areola, Benrahma. Golds, or they oranges, don't know what their class as, but to 15, Areolas and Suchek. And then I've got some to silvers and stuff. Reds, Kera, Lanzini, Kera. That was about it, mate. It wasn't really wasn't very exciting. I did have the Antonio 10 of 10 as well somewhere. Where have I put that? Let me see if I can find him. Random stickers. I have. No, that. Do you know what, Aaron? I have. But what have I done with them? I had a big handful of stickers the other day, and where did I put them? Some really random ones. Castagna you can have for a fiver, mate. You can have that for that. That'd have been a £5 slab if I'd have gone to a show. So if you want that for a fiver, mate, you're more than welcome. Any of the Bowens? Let me see how many Bowens were there, mate. One sec. What did I do with those stickers? Hmm. I had a really random. Yeah, of course, mate. No worries at all. I had a really random pile of stickers that I found in the back of one of my cases that had all sort of really old school players. I can't for the life of me think where I put them. I hope I didn't chuck them. I might have even chucked them, mate. I got to be honest with you. I was being a bit ruthless and trying to clear out. Might have just launched them. And I had all sorts. I had Zlatan, rookies, and really like early year Beckhams and stuff. I found a few. I have found a few. Here's the stickers, mate. So Zlatan, Germany 26, 2006, sorry. Zlatan, Juve, Champions of Europe 2005. I am Robin, Michael Owen, Ronaldinho, that's that Champions of Europe 2005. Rio Ferdinand, Roy Keane, Ronaldinho there, which is South Africa 2010. Zidane, Germany 2006. Another Zlatan, a Kaka. Ronaldinho. There is your main man, R9. There's a Rooney. Looking like a right scally. There's a Beckham. And there's a Cristiano Ronaldo on the back. So yeah. I'm not a sticker man. I have absolutely no idea. Like I said, it wouldn't have surprised me if I'd have just launched them. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think is fair, and we'll sort something out. Right, let's sort out the Bowens for Will. I have one of these, Will, if it's of interest. I've got one that's being graded for our Jamie, but I've also got that there, if that's of interest to you, mate. Jamie wants the Kaka. What are the autos going for now? Last one sold for $20, but there was one that sold for $8. I could do a Ronaldinho and a Bowen. If you roll 1 to 6, it's going to cost you £10. If you roll 7 to 12, then it will cost you £5. So I could do that for you, mate, to make it a little bit interesting and exciting. So 6 and below, it'll cost you a tenner. If you get above 6, then it would be a fiver. He's in. Right, best of luck, my man. Oh, he's only gone and rolled a 3. That was harsh, my man. That was tough. That was tough, but still nice pick up for a tenner, mate. I'll what other Bowens did we have that we can chuck in for you? There's a Bowen pink. Oh, I had some of those Mojo Bowens. Where were the Mojo Bowens? Loads of them. Guessing they're in this pile here. Let's have a look. Nope, I was wrong. What do I do with them then? Here he is. Antonio seems to have totally vanished as well. I don't know what I did with him. Right, Mr. Will, here is, I'm going to give you an opportunity to turn your bad roll around. Here is what we're going to do. For a mystery prize, you need to roll above a 6 this time. And if you do, I will get a mystery prize off the shelf for you, mate. So let's see if you can redeem yourself with higher than a 6 this time. Oh, he's rolled 6. He's rolled 6. 5 and a 1. It was off screen. We'll give you another chance. 11. That will do. That will do. Right, you can choose, sir. You can choose. You can either have one of the limited edition Daily Mirror mags, the basically of all the pictures from the final and the parade, or I'll chuck this in as well. So this was the official pack that the VIPs got who attended the final. So you can have the Daily Mirror magazine and the box from the pack that all the VIPs got from the final, or you can have an official team sheet from the final, which has the tactical lineup. It has all the starting players, what positions they're going to be playing, and blah blah blah, directly from Prague. So let me know. You can either have official tactical team sheet, or you can have the Daily Mirror limited edition magazine and the VIP pack. The tactical team sheets, mate. I think I'd have to double check, but I think they're 20 quid, mate. I think they're £20. Team sheet. Okay. Team sheet is on its way to you, my man. That is job done. Yeah, the team sheets are lovely because they're not just the standard printouts. They're actually the tactical sheets that basically go to the press. They're a really nice sort of memento that you're not going to see many of them, and there's not many of them out there. They were only handed to the press at the game. That was it. So yeah, it's nice to have something that was actually used and handled at the stadium, and that was actually there for the final. So it's a nice little piece of history, that. So I'll pop that in a little sleeve and a little hardboard so it doesn't get damaged. No worries, mate. It's very easy for me to look after the West Ham fans, mate, because I've always got West Ham stuff around me. So it's always easy. Yeah, you have, mate. We had a little bit of fun, to be honest with you, mate. So that was good. There's only 6 left, so we can do a sneaky little wheel of names for the Phil Foden to end the evening on. So Brighton or Palace? I have got some Palace and Brighton. We'll do that before we spin the wheel. So let's put you all into the wheel to start off with, and then I'll go and have a look for you. Let me know if you're still here, and I will pop you onto the wheel for the Phil Foden. All right, Crystal Palace a little bit limited, if I'm honest. Casey's on. So there's a Guaita to 99, an Andros Townsend to 99, Guaita Infinite, Tyreek Mitchell, and Elise rookie. Kadir Khan's still here. I like that, my man. Joachim Anderson, and a Guehi. So nothing too exciting there, mate. Brighton. There's a nice Trossard. Mercenary's still in. So there's a Trossard, Obsidian to 5. We have a Trossard, Sunburst to 50. A Levi Colwill to 35 from Score. Danny Welbeck, blue. Jacob Madur from Choice. Another Jacob Madur from Choice to 88. There's an Adam Webster Choice to 29. And a Mwepu to 99. That's it, mate. The Trossard Obsidian was numbered to 5. Numbered to 5. Printing plates, mate. What do you mean by printing plates? As in the sort of printing plates one of ones? Yeah, they're the main ones. To be honest, mate, there's a couple who go to every card show. They're Brighton fans. They was actually on their way to the final at the last London card show, but they popped in. Normally they have a stand and they have all like football figures. They have all of the what do they call them? The Corinthian figures and all that. And my son loves going over to them and he always buys some stuff at their stall. They always have really cool stuff. But she came round at the last London card show and cleared me out. They was on their way to the final. And instead of having a stall, which they've always got a stall, they was just walking the floor. And yeah, they come and basically took every decent Brighton card that was in there, mate, to be honest. So I got totally cleared out. Just check that there's nothing in my slab folder. 1 second. Yeah, Jamie's on the wheel. No, nothing in there. Pokemon I've always got to hand, mate. I've always got Pokemon to hand. You're going to need to help me out a little bit with it because um, the stuff in here is obviously all priced up, but I've got loads of stuff that isn't priced up, that isn't slabbed. So slab wise, we've got the Glaceon V Star. We've got that Garchomp. Are you looking for more slabbed or not slabbed, mate? Obviously, the stuff that's not slabbed would be a bit cheaper. There. Koraidon. It's a nice cheap slab for a tenner. Got a Gem Mint 10 PSA Venusaur. Yeah, got a bit of everything, mate. Like again, where I jump into a lot of latent stuff, like I'll show you the sort of raw stuff I've got. Raw stuff I've got is always I've got loads of Marvel at the moment as well. Marvel, Star Wars. Like I opened all of them. I was chasing them steps, whatever they're called. So I've got like almost sets of this Marvel stuff, the Rice Swamp stuff. So I've got loads and loads of this, loads of these Marvel hollows, just all sorts of bits in there. Which there's some nice cards in there actually. There's some really nice, like that Iron Man's really nice. That full team little Marvel assembly. They're just lovely looking cards. There's not loads of value to them, but with the nice hollow pattern on them, they're quite nice. So they're proper. I've got all the base as well. If your 5-year-old would be interested in the base, my boy's gone off Marvel, so I can definitely send you some of the base out in your package. But here's some of the sort of Pokemon stuff that I've just got chucked in the drawer, that are sort of waiting to make a decision on what I'm going to do with it. You'll know whether any of it's worth slabbing or not. But got like the Lugia hollow there. Mate, I couldn't even tell you what that is. Reshiram, Zekrom hollow, Alchemy. These are all just standard hollows, I think. But then we get into some like random Japanese Pikachu stuff. Then we get into this sort of stuff. There's a Mew, VMAX, that. I don't know, that I would have taken in a trade. Probably nowhere near worth the £100 that's slapped across it, but I would have comped it. But a really random Japanese gold hollow Venusaur. Snorlax. There's a Mewtwo V. There's a Mew V. Trevenant. Another Mew V. Another one of those Japanese Pikachus. Digital. Someone wrote on that for me. So obviously got that in some sort of break. Again, some really random Japanese stuff. That's got mad hollow patterning on that. No idea what that is, but mad hollow patterning. Leafeon. What that Pikachu is. I think that's a Shining, is it? I think that's a Shining. My limited. Professor's Research. Fido. There's a Pikachu and a Charizard at the back there. I don't know what this is, but this is mad hollow patterning as well. It's got some crazy hollow all over the card on that. Don't know what that is, but it's a crazy old card. Looks fake. Oh, I hit the wheel. I accidentally hit the wheel. We're gonna have to run with it. Aaron's gonna take it down as well. Aaron takes down the phone and got some sealed promos in here as well. Koraidon, Lucario V-Star, a load of the Pikachus. Aaron, your wheel luck in my streams is stupid. Like absolutely stupid. Oh, nice. Well, that would be good. I mean, that's the sort of thing where I am very, very limited knowledge, but it is really random that it's all the way over the card. I've just never seen anything like that before, to be honest. So I'll pop that in a top loader, shall I? This Mew's nice. That's a little bit more money, but it is a perfect card. Does it is it classed as, yeah, it is classed as a Mew. But that was a really nice one. I do like that card. And to get an absolute, and it is a perfect card. Um, for £25 slabbed is nice. Ah, I've got these, which is random. I've got two Skamaka rookies that I had hiding. If anyone's interested in Skamaka rookies, I've got one Jared Bowen rated rookie. There's a Leicester slab there, which is the Iniacho to 35 from Impeccable Asia. Yes, mate, they send everything. I've got bundles of it sitting here that's in my drawer. I have just about everything. Like I've got boxes and boxes and boxes just with TCG on it. Um, I just have just all sorts, mate. Really, I do flick through and see if there's anything good for kids at the London Card Show and stuff like that. They always send the reverses. So it's always this sort of stuff. So just loads of hollows, reverse stuff. They send everything, mate, really. And it ends up just going into the bottom of a drawer, really. This one. Yeah, that is another example. So this would have come over from Leighton and then it would have just gone into here. So like there'd just be a bit of everything in there, really. Pokemon breeder reverse. Reverses again. Raichu. And then I'll be flicking through it and then I'll find something that actually looks like it's half decent that has sort of not been sorted, but there you go. So that'll be in the middle. Oh look, these are all just shoved in the middle of all this base. A Hattony, a Smeargle, that's quite a nice card. I don't know what that is. Superior, Rockruff, Parasect, Cleavor, there's a Radiant. The Hoot Hoot. There's a nice Blissey from Pokemon Go, Hollow. See, that was just all mixed in with the normal stuff then. So I've got to be a little bit careful because if I don't sort it properly, then I could end up shipping some quite nice cards that shouldn't really have a little bit of value. So the boxes I've got to sort out, it's just crazy. Don't even know what this is. That's all Donruss. Yeah, I will get around to doing more and more of it, and as I sort it out, it will. Yeah, I will do, mate. I will do. I'll just start putting it all aside into a box for you, mate, as I start going through it all, really. So yeah. Also, if anyone is ever free on a weekend or whatever, wants to come over and go through everything, you're obviously more than welcome, and you can all pick it up for a lot less than what it's actual valued at. So I've never got a problem with that either. If anyone wants to come over and go through all the boxes of stuff, because there's always too much. By the time I start getting through half of this one, the new Leighton order will arrive, and there'll be crazy amounts, and I'll be back to square one again. So it's quite hard for me to get on top of it. But yeah, or if anyone wants yeah, it is. That's the problem, isn't it? It's the travelling and whatever. But again, if anyone wants to come and do some sorting out, if someone said, you know, I've got a couple of days spare or a weekend spare, and you want to come down, I'll pay for the travel and I'll pay for your time to sit here and go through it, or what, either in cash money or a bit of cash and a bit of take a few bits that you like for sort of helping out, sort of thing. So absolutely no problem with anyone coming down and going through everything, and you know, be paid for your time. And if there's anything that you want to take away with you, you're obviously more than welcome to. So I mean, there's just so much here. Oh, there's the Antonio. That was the Antonio I was going to give you, Will, which was 10 of 10, but you ended up taking a team sheet away with you instead. So if you want to swap that for your team sheet, mate, you're more than welcome to, but I highly doubt you will. Highly doubt you'll want to. I thought you might. So yeah, the offer's always there if anyone wants to come down, be paid for their time, and help do a bit of salting. Got no problem with that whatsoever. I think we can pretty much leave it there then. I think we're all good. Everyone's got a few nice bits again. Aaron's taken the jackpot away with him again. And yeah, let me know addresses. I will chase myself tomorrow because I want to get this all out. So I'll chase everyone up tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get to do some more sorting. It's Monday, so I doubt I will because I'll be busy. Mondays are always busy for me, work wise. So probably won't be till Wednesday by the time I've had a bit of a sort out. But if I do manage to have a bit of a sort out, then we'll jump on and go through some other bits. And if anyone's interested in a little break of something, we'll start getting some sealed product in again and just doing little mini breaks like we used to, all at good value, and just yeah, just enjoying stuff again. But the real fun will come when that next latent delivery comes. We'll sit and sort through it on stream. I've done little similar ones like that before, but we'll do it when we've got loads of time. Oh, Mr. Murray Pugh, did you want this? Did you want the birds? I can't remember what we did around that, but if you want it, I've got your Liverpool box set aside. I've got your oh, can't remember the player's name in there, mate. But I've got your slabbed auto in there. I've also got loads of WoW stuff from the last World Cup Prism, all different numbered stuff. So that's all in there as well. Okay, perfect. So I'll pop that in there in your package as well. Nice one, Mercery, mate. Hope you have a good evening. And yes, the dirt cout's in there as well, mate. I definitely put that in there. So yeah, that's all good. All the other stuff I wrote on top of it. The only one I wasn't sure on was this one, mate. So yeah, everything else was there definitely. So, yeah, but when that latent package comes, we'll jump on at this sort of like at 8 o'clock again, and I'll just as I'm opening the stuff because I forgot what's even in there. Um, we'll just go through and have a look at it, and if there's any bits that people want, rather than me having to store it all, hopefully people will take a few bits, and yeah, we'll do the normal sort of process. So, or McCaffrey, yes, mate, McCaffrey is definitely in there. So, no, thanks very much for everyone jumping on again. I know it took me a little bit of time, but I was sorting out all the shelving in this office. I'm so much more organized now. Everything, I wish we could have been using OBS. The reason I was a little bit later tonight was because the microphone, I bought that new Rode system and I still couldn't get it to work. So, yeah, pain in the backside, but hopefully I'll get that working at some point. And yeah, we can use OBS, which will be a lot more exciting as well. So yeah. Well, yeah, you had a touch, mate, and that team sheet is a lovely thing, mate. So get that framed up and look after it, mate, because that is a proper bit of history. That, and yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Nice to be jumping off a little bit earlier than normal. We can all not be on too late. I'm going to go and do all my money in late and breaks now, and lay in bed and have a little roll of the dice before I request my shipping. So nice to see you all again, and we'll jump back in probably midway through the week.